2 bits.
4 bits. 6 bits a dollar.
6 bits a dollar.
$1.
All for the Gators.
All for the Gators.
All for the Gators.
Stand up and holler.
Stand up and holler.
Stand up and holler.
Can you hear me now? Fail. I was muted. Let's go, baby. I'm not gonna lie, guys. He was set to commit at 8:15, and I just saw that he moved it back to 8:30. So that's not good, but it is what it is. Let me see. Let me get this pulled up real quick. YouTube.com. Yeah, it's the Uppercut Landscaping. That's my brother's landscaping company. And then the Cookie Blends, that's my barber. Pull this thing up. Hopefully this ain't gonna lag. Hey, bro, I got you. I got you. Let me see. Let me send this out to people. Let me see. Let me see. Share. Got this loaded. Listen, I'm going to give you a little rundown about this guy. He's an edge, and I can't lie, we have missed on the 2 other edges that we wanted. We have been pretty high on this guy, KJ Ford. He's a monster. Big thing is that Trenton Henderson, he was like our guy. He was number 1 on our list, and he went to LSU. So it is what it is. This kid's a monster too. Only problem is, and this is where my fear lies, is that for about 2.5 to 3 weeks, he has been trending towards us the whole entire time. And then like 2 days ago, Steve Wiltfong, I don't know how much y'all know about him, but they call a thing that when he puts in an RPM for him to like pick where someone's going, usually it's pretty accurate, and he picked for him to go to Bama. But now I go and look on 3, and it's gone. I didn't know they could do that, but I guess when you're Steve Wiltfong, you can kind of do whatever you want to do. So yeah, where's he from? He's from Duncanville, Texas. Let me see. Let me send this out. Let me see. Copy link. TikTok's about to go crazy. Let me turn that.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message.
We are live. I'm going to put it on. Are you talking about like where to watch him commit at? Yeah, bro. Anything in Florida and Texas, Georgia, you got you a dog. Especially in Texas. I think a lot of people understand Texas and Florida. Yeah. I'm gonna put it on. It's gonna be on YouTube. I just can't share the screen yet because then it's gonna put me real small over to the left, and then it'll just be the loading for him big. Yes, sir, I do. Shout out my wife. We're live on YouTube. Come hang out. How do I change the color of this? Nope, that's not what I want to do. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Oh yeah, Duncanville is nasty, bro. They're always solid. Yeah, for sure. You already know. You are, bro. You are. My first true love. All right, let's see. I need to share this on Facebook. I'm gonna share this on Facebook, and all these other fan bases are gonna be all in here. All right, guys, ask me some questions, cause what are you doing here? Guys, I couldn't wear my camo hat because I was picking it up like it was a dang green screen, and it looked like I had the swamp like on my head. Even my hat's kind of messing up a little bit. I can't tell how many people are in here right now. Guys, share this. Get some people in here. There's 6 people in here. Oh, I can see it up here. I'm dumb. I honestly don't know. It took like 72 hours for me to get approval for me to go live anyways. I don't really know how it works, but I actually need to find that out because I'm sure there's going to be some trolls in here. I'll give y'all a little rundown of this dude real quick, just so y'all know. He's a 4-star on every single platform. I don't know about ESPN. He's probably a 5-star on there. I feel like they hand out 5 stars like Tic Tacs. All right, here's what Gabe Brooks has to say about him. Well-rounded, classic defensive end with sneaky size and requisite length. May most appropriately embody a traditional 3.43 end, primarily aligned as a 7 tech. That said, likely a potential scheme versatile edge who could also provide valuable snaps as a hybrid 2.34 rusher. Yeah, I'm gonna show it on here. I got it lined up, but when I put it on, it's gonna get real small. But probably about 825, I'm gonna throw it up there. Sorry for the way I spelled his name. I don't know why I forgot the O. His 2024 season finished junior campaign with 57 tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 15 hurries. Helped Duncanville reach the Texas 6A D1 state semifinals. Where did she ask? I don't know. Probably Alabama. I don't know, honestly. I feel like it's all over the place because Alabama was like I said, Steve Wiltfong put in a RPM for him to go to Alabama. Then you go to On3 right now, and it's gone. Actually, let me go make sure that that's the truth real quick. I might have just lied to y'all. But it went away. When I looked earlier, it was gone. I don't have an orange Gator shirt, Mama. I'm sorry. Let me see. Yeah, it's gone. It's got him. Oh, dang. That wasn't good. Let me not do that again. 93% to Florida is what I'm seeing right now. Yes, we 1,000% need salary cap. I think that salary cap, the reason I think so is because I think a lot of people are like freaking out about a salary cap, thinking that that's going to like hurt the smaller schools, when in all reality, it's not. I actually think that it's going to help out overall if, say, it's a $30 million salary cap. If you put that into play, every college knows, okay, this is what I have. So if, for example, Bryce Underwood that goes to Michigan, right? Okay, you want to pay him $10 million? That's fine. But if you got 30 million, now you have 20 million to give to everybody else. So now you're going to see, again, it's going to look just like the NFL. Okay, are you going to be greedy? Are you going to take all this money? Are you going to sit here and put all this money into this one person, but you can't put anybody around them? Or are you going to be a non-greedy player and say, no, give me less money, but go out and get me some 5-star receivers. Go get me a 5-star running back, or a dynamic offensive line or defense to get me the ball back. You're going to see how it's going to play out, but I definitely think that like a legit salary cap needs to happen, and legit contracts. Hold them accountable. If you don't want to play, okay, you hold out, you do this, okay, you ain't getting paid then. That's just all there is to it. They should also only open the portal after the season is over. Yeah, it's a tough one. I think that it should be a one window thing. They just added another transfer window. I haven't even really looked into it as to what that means, like what this new transfer window is, but they're saying that I don't know. It's crazy. There's so many transfer windows. What's up, Jax? Hang on, I saw. How's his academics? From what I'm seeing, I don't know his overall academics, but I am seeing that whoever he commits to, he will be enrolling early. So with that said, means that's, he's got him up there. And if Florida's looking at him, they got to be good, because you can't have bad grades and get in this school. I think they need to make transferring as a freshman or sophomore. Yeah, I agree. I think that the one transfer rule should kind of play into it. I don't think stuff should happen like the Texas Tech receiver that transfers to Texas A&M, and then 2 weeks later, because he decided to punch one of his teammates in the face, and then go back to Texas Tech because Texas Tech decided to drop a bag on him. I just don't think that should be. I don't think that should be allowed. But it's the wild, wild west right now. They got to try to iron this out, figure it out, because it's just getting outrageous, honestly. Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, Texas is going to get who they want, because all that oil money and the cattle money, they're just going to drop bags over there and get whoever they want. Bring in 5-star after 5-star after 5-star. Obviously, Bama's in play right now. I mean, you look at this. I don't know what's been going on with Bama, but they've just been grabbing what they are like at like 5-stars, 6 5-stars right now. Some crazy amount right now. I mean, something's got to be figured out. Something's got to go down. But I've said this on the podcast. Sorry, guys, I'm about to put this on. Let me see what the countdown. We got a 3-minute countdown. Yeah, Saban didn't touch the portal. Yeah, I mean, you look at like Caleb Downs leaving there and going to Ohio State. You know, he was originally with Bama, and of course, like Saban leaving, but now Saban is a part of a lot of this. You know, he's there when some of these transfer portal visits are coming in. He's apparently going and seeing some of these recruits. So I mean, I guess when big dog speaks, you know, they jump. So we'll get there. I've said it. I really do. I trust Billy and the coaches at being able to evaluate talent. I mean, people don't even understand. You go and tell me, I won't tell you. You tell me in the comments what you think Justin Jefferson's star was when he was in college or coming to college, when he was in high school, coming to college. I mean, it's different now. You go look at it, but he was not he's not a top dog. I mean, Jamar Chase was, but you got people who make impacts all the time. You know, I mean, it matters how you play. And if you can see that talent, it makes a difference. Dang, I just went from like 16 to 9. Did I say something to offend? Let me see. If y'all don't mind, share this, send it out. Let's get all the fan bases in here. Let's get some trash talk going. I like it. All right. I'm going to turn this chat off over here. No, I'm going to show it. All right, let's share this screen. All right. How can I mute this? Why is this not muting? Oh, because it's on over here. All right, let's see. 11 people. Guys, someone tell me real quick. How do I share to my Instagram? A link to my Instagram. Okay. Big birthday guy. Someone help me. I'm old. I don't know how to do this. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to have to appreciate that, cuzzo. All right. Let me see. Can y'all hear the sound or no?
Welcome to 24/7 Sports and CBS Sports. I am national analyst Tom Loy, and we are on today's fourth big commitment here on the 24/7 Sports YouTube channel. So if you've missed any of it and you don't want to miss
Y'all can
anything
hear the
going
sound of
forward,
the video,
please
right?
like and subscribe. You are not
Okay,
going to want to
cool.
miss what we have coming up
Cool,
next.
cool.
But now it's all about KJ Ford, top 247 edge rusher, one of the top overall players in the class of 2026. Let's dive into the tape. According to national analyst Gabe Brooks, Ford is a well-rounded classic defensive end with sneaky size and length. He possesses great versatility and can contribute all over the defensive front. He shows promising stack and shed power against larger foes. Ford projects as a high-level multi-year starter with long-term pro potential and upside. Let's look at the prospect profile at 24/7 Sports. He is a 6'3.5", 245-pounder from Duncanville, Texas. He's the number 98 overall player in the 2026 class, the number 11 edge rusher overall, and the number 16 prospect in his home state. How about we look at the recruiting front and who are the finalists down the stretch? His official finalists are Florida, Ohio State, and Texas A&M. However, there have been a few others down the stretch that have continued to talk to him. We have Alabama, USC, and a few others. But without further ado, let's get to the man himself, KJ Ford, one of the top overall players in the 2026 class. KJ, how does it feel to finally be here on commitment day, man?
It feels good. A long process, going to trips, visits, just be able to get to the end,
I know that gym is packed with people, but you got some friends and family there. Introduce a couple people that you have there with you on your special day.
I got my mom, my dad, my whole family from Chicago, friends and family from school, my sister from India.
What I want to ask you before we get into the recruiting process, the announcement, what makes you one of the top players in the country?
What's up, Casey?
The work ethic. Just be able to rush the passer, just be a well-rounded player.
As you've been going through your process, one that's been going on for about 2 years now, maybe longer, down the stretch, what are some of the traits, what are some of the things you've been looking for in a final school?
Part of school that can just develop me, somewhere I can just see myself at home and just honestly be able to go there, put my head down and work. Honestly.
Yes, sir.
Look, I talked about these schools. We talked about Florida, Texas A&M, Ohio State. I mentioned Alabama not giving up. I mentioned USC. But let's do something a little different. Instead of going through each one and breaking down the finalists, there's been so many rumors. I mean, you've had Twitter, social media going crazy and buzzing all week long. So you know what? The floor is yours. It is time for you to tell everybody where you're continuing your academic and athletic career.
Yes, sir. I've been truly blessed to be in this position, to choose from the great universities to continue my education. Before I announce the school, I'd like to thank my parents for instilling values in me, my coaches throughout this time, Coach Shelton, Coach Tank, just Coach Sam, to be able to pour into me throughout my whole process in school, and just my teammates, honestly, just they've been helping me throughout the way, get better every day in practice. So without further ado, that's my commitment to for the next 3 to 4, not really 3 years, to the University of.
Dang it, man. Oh, wait. He just tricked me out.
University of Florida.
Wait, actually Florida? Let's go. Hang on, I got something for y'all.
All right, KJ. I know my man,
Billy,
national analyst, been raving about
Billy's
you
cooking. Let's
for
go.
a very long time. This is a guy, Gabe Brooks.
Let's go.
Andrew Ivins, all of our guys at 24/7 about.
We needed an
about
edge.
So tell
Let's
everybody,
go.
what are
We
you
got
bringing
him.
to Florida?
Wait, can you say that again?
I was just saying,
big get.
What can Florida fans expect from KJ Ford now that he's a Gator?
Don't worry, boys. I got the apron coming.
This
Girls, boys.
Oh,
yeah. Let me go ahead and post that. You're right.
What was it about Florida that tipped the scales? I know this was very close. I know you were talking to USC, Alabama, and a few others. What tipped the scales? Why is Florida the pick for you?
Honestly, throughout the whole process, the relationships I built with Coach Napier, just the head man, be able to talk to him every day whenever I need to, and just him believe in me throughout the whole process,
How close was it behind the scenes? Were you really talking to a bunch of schools? Were you considering other options?
We've been missing.
How did it all plan to play out behind the scenes?
It was a long process. I probably figured out where I was going right now, yesterday, honestly.
So there was no silent commitment. You didn't make any decisions behind the scenes?
Let's go.
Yesterday.
Wow. Huge win.
Yesterday night.
More thing I want to ask you before we get out of here. You're one of the most well-known players across the country. I know there's a ton of people tuned in right now.
Come on.
You are now turning from recruit to recruiter. So how active are you going to be on social media to build this Florida class?
Oh, real active, just trying to get the best recruits at Florida, honestly. You're going to get everybody. So.
Well, you heard it here first. Hey. KJ Ford, thank you so much for committing with 24/7 Sports.
Yes, sir.
Man, let's go.
What a huge victory for the Gators. Like I said, Andrew Ivins, Hudson Standish, Gabe Brooks, everybody's been raving about this kid for a very long time. One of the top players in the country, a day one impact guy, huge win for the Gators. So that wraps it up.
Now let me get out of here. Okay. Now y'all can see Chef Billy cooking. Yup. Billy's out here cooking. Don't worry. I got an apron on the way too. Don't worry. We're going to get that right. No, it's huge. Like, honestly, it's extremely huge because, like I said, Trenton Henderson was our number one guy. I'm not even gonna lie. We missed on him. LSU swooped in. I don't even know how much they ended up paying for him, but they paid some outrageous amount. And he was trending towards us, 5-star guy. I mean, he was in Gainesville like 4 times. He came for 1 official visit, and he was there on 3 unofficial visits. Just for 3 days prior, he ends up getting crystal balled to LSU. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Napier can recruit. Yeah, he does. I mean, I'm hoping that Russell Callaway can help that this year. Everywhere he's gone, he's been a passing specialist. And honestly, if that's what he does is he works on the passing and then Billy works on the running, I'm cool with that. Y'all can combine because Billy can cook up a running offense. There's no doubt about that. But he cannot figure out a passing offense at all. But yeah, I'd say him. I don't. It's between him, Muschamp, McElwain had like the number 2 class or something like that. Yeah, big Lagway season. Bro, DJ's bringing a natty here. I don't care if they like it or not. It's big facts. That's all there is to it. DJ's bringing a natty. We got a defense coming back. My big thing is, like Etienne just said, I want to see the offense has to make a jump. Bro, this is a big get for real because we had no edges. Like, our D-line was getting a little bit messed up. Let me take this hat off and put my other hat back on because I just squeezing the mess out of this Bertha cell head. All right, that's much better. Yeah, that's huge. It's a huge get. I am excited to break it down a little bit more. I broke down his stats a little bit at the beginning of this, but I'll break it down more on the podcast this week. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous when I saw that RPM come in yesterday by Steve Wiltfong saying he was going to Alabama. I was like, golly, they dropped more money. Like, Saban made a call. I really thought that Saban made a call, but Billy got it done. Summertime Billy is different. Like, I'm not joking. I follow this recruiting stuff. 5 weeks ago, we were sitting at 71st. At 71st in recruiting. They probably don't have it updated yet. But let's go take a look real quick and just see where we're at now at the rankings real quick. Let's see if they updated it quick enough. They probably didn't. But we went from 71st to, they haven't put him on here yet, but we're at 16th right now without KJ Ford getting added yet. So summertime Billy is different. And the thing is, okay, bro, that's what I'm saying. Because how we don't have a Jeff Demps on this team. We don't have no lightning fast guys, but we got some Mack trucks to run through that line. And the thing is, okay, how are you going to play it? Go ahead and play back. We'll let someone run the ball. Go ahead. We'll just chip it down the field. I don't care. But then you go ahead and play up to try to stop that run. Bro, DJ's deep ball. Come on. Dallas Wilson, too. I cannot wait to see him. This man is going to ball. And by the way, NCAA 26 did that man no justice whatsoever. His overall is trash, and they need to fix that by the start of the season because this man is built different. But the thing is, and this is, I mean, it even goes for any of the players on our list, but a lot of people freak out and they look at all of these recruits. Oh, we're not getting 5 stars. We're not getting this. We're not getting this. This is just getting people on this commit list. Just like last year, we were not trending very well because of the losses and the weird season, stuff like that. You go let us pull out a 10-win, 11-win, whatever season where we end up in the playoffs. You can look at this list right here. It's not going to look like this. We're going to be pushing some people out. These 3 stars and like lower tier 4 stars that are on there, they're going to get pushed out and you're going to get 5 stars coming in. That's just all there is to it. Just watch and see. It's going to take some big wins, But a 9, 10, 11, 12 win season, I'm telling you, this recruiting class is going to get nasty because that's all there is to it. Billy can recruit, but it's like he's kind of selling a false hope at this time. Until last year near the end, it really helped it a lot. But what's he really selling? I mean, he hasn't really put a lot on paper. And for him to still recruit like this with the seasons that we've, put out there in the last 3 seasons, do not let this man get hot. Do not let this man get, like I said, a 10 plus win season. Yeah, I will bet on this right now. You can screen record this right now. I'll give you a few seconds to go ahead and start it up. Okay, you got it. If we have a 10 plus win season, mark my words that we will have a top 3 class going into National Signing Day in December, early National Signing Day, even though it's real signing day now. We'll have a top 3 class, and Billy will go get who Billy wants. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. Let's see. Y'all ask me some questions because now I'm vibing. Hey, Lo, I like that Lagway jersey in the picture there, big dog. Where's Jax at? I know Jax has a question for me. Yeah, exact. Go, DJ. I would play it, but I'd get copyrighted. Like 6'2", 6'3". Let me see. I got you right now. Let me type in King Lagway. Yep, 6'3", 245 pounds. God, a dang middle linebacker throwing the rock back there. Golly. All right, ask me some more questions. Let's see. Bro, he's that guy. I knew we had us one when RG3 asked that man, would you rather win 2 Heismans or win 1 natty? And he said 1 natty. Selfless player right there. I like that. He also took a cut in NIL to be able to get better players in. Real team guy. Come on, man. Someone asked me some questions. What do I think Florida's record is going to be? No one asked that. I'm going to tell you anyways. Undefeated. No one's scoring on us. We're winning 70-0 every single week, if not more. Especially against some chumps at the end of the season. FS who? Oh, that is a good question. I don't know, because there's that 4-week stretch that's so tough. Honestly, probably LSU at night in Death Valley. Texas is obviously tough, but we truly don't know what Arch Manning really is. I mean, as the official starter. How many yards do you think Lagwell does here? This is Jax, by the way. Ooh, I don't know because it's going to depend on the offense. I mean, I'd like to say that they're going to air it out again this year, but I don't know because again, it depends on how heavy our run is. But let's go for an easy 10,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. I'd say probably 32, 28 to 32. Unless our run game's real heavy, then 25, 26. But he's probably going to put up like 6, 7, 800 against LIU and USF to start the season. So he'll be at like 1,200 right there. Ooh, honestly, I really hope that DJ doesn't rush a whole lot. I really do hope that he's more not Tebow-esque. where Tebow was running a whole lot because, to be honest, he really does have an injury problem. But I don't know. I'm hoping that he's maybe around the like 250 to 300 range at most. That he's not having to run a whole lot. I'd rather him just kind of maneuver around in the pocket, and be more of like what Cam Ward was last year, except he ain't gonna quit on his team and he's actually a winner. But I don't want to see him run too much. Not because I'm like super fearful of his leg, but I'm just fearful of like I got PTSD from Anthony Richardson and now this guy getting hurt. I'm like, golly, man. You got Tebow that could have got hit by a freaking moving vehicle and would have got right back up, but who knows? I hope it's not a lot though, because if it's a lot, I think there's a big problem with our O-line, and I just hope he rushes in like areas where it's like say third and 3, 3rd and 4, and he takes a snap and no one's there and he takes off and then he just gets down or gets out of bounds. Is truly what I'm hoping. But who knows? I will say that if you go back and watch when Billy Napier was at Louisiana, his best years when he dominated over there, his best games, his best seasons are when he had a mobile quarterback. That's why I didn't really understand when we brought in Graham Mertz. It didn't make a whole lot of sense because I was like, he's not a mobile guy. And so him getting Lagway, I was like, oh yeah, this is his guy. This is his fit. He had AR, but AR was already out. He was on his way to the league. I think he knew that he's injury prone, and that he didn't want to risk it. And then he went and had a big pro day, a big combine, and it boosted him up. And now you kind of see how he is with the Colts. He's injury prone. So he didn't really give Billy everything that he had, just because I don't think he'd have made it through the season if he had. But now you're seeing you got a guy who every game he started and finished, he's undefeated. There's a big tell in that, whereas like Billy's offense can shine a little bit more. Whereas I think that when he doesn't know how to utilize a mobile quarterback and he has Graham Mertz who just stands in the pocket, there's just not a whole lot that he knows what to do with that. How many games you? 2 to 3. I only know of one for sure. Guys, this company right here, Five Fine. I really don't know how to say it. I'm not gonna lie, but they sent me this mic for free, which is pretty cool. I just reached out to them and just asked them how like a sponsorship works, and they sent it to me. So that's pretty dope. I like that. Was really appreciative. Thanks to TikTok. They said that I was getting a lot of whatever traffic on there. So that's pretty cool. I appreciate that a lot. Anybody got any other questions for me? I can't lie, I can kind of hear myself out in the other room because Carrie's listening to me. Y'all tell me, whoever's in here real quick in the comment section, give me your record prediction real quick. Everyone. Based on the 12 games, no bowls or anything, just the regular season. Ooh, obviously, that's a good, 10-2 is a good one. Lagway obviously is going to be in there. I think if Arch is what we think he's going to be, I think he's going to be in there. Probably Jeremiah Love will probably be in there. And then I'm trying to think of like a dark horse. So I'm not sitting here naming all like the basics. Let me see. I'm trying to give you a good one, but honestly, it always comes down to a media thing. Probably Sam Leavitt from Arizona State. He could be another one that pops up in there. 9-3. Lo, I'm about to block you. Never speak that in here again. Joseph's the only one with the real answer. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know if I could take us having an undefeated season. I might be a little too ignorant. Why are people predicting I think with Arch, I think the big thing is that when he has been in, he's shown a lot of flashes and has kind of shown that, yeah, he has the last name. But when he has been in, he's really made it count. I think the big thing with me, and this is no shade at Arch or anything, for me, I want to the only thing I really want to know when I can like stamp of approval is I just want to know how he's going to do when he doesn't have that thought in his head that like, okay, if for some reason I screw this up or if whatever the case may be. It's not like I'm coming in to snap the ball and run. I want to know what's going to happen when it's on him, when everything lies on him. When he throws that interception, because it's going to happen. Quarterbacks throw interception. So when he throws that interception or he makes that bad play, what's it going to be in his head when it goes, oh, I don't have Quinn Ewers to come in and I can go kind of refresh on the sideline and I'll come in when they need me on a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. Who knows? I mean, he could come in and just absolutely ball out next year. I don't know. I'm not saying he will or won't, but I am very curious just to see what that's going to look like. And so, I mean, he's got some monsters around him, so I think he'll be all right. As for the matchup, I think that's going to be a crazy, crazy, crazy matchup. That's another thing I do want to see. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a night game. I wouldn't even be shocked if College Game Day is there. I haven't looked at the other games that are going to be that week, but I don't see, especially if we go into that week undefeated and Texas is going in undefeated, there's just no way College Game Day is not in Gainesville. And so I think that could end up being the most electric that the Swamp will ever be, honestly. And like I talked about on the last podcast, there was a lot of electrifying moments, but I think from start to finish, unless for some reason Texas blows us out, I think that place is just going to be a madhouse. And that's another thing. Let's see, in all honesty, I mean, you're really seeing how Arch is going to do. He's got to go to Ohio State week 1. Then he's got to come to the Swamp. He doesn't got an easy path. So it's not, Texas is right there with a schedule like ours. So, you're going to see what he has to bring to the table, honestly. Yeah, I need to be there too. I need to be there too. Y'all got more questions for me? Hello, I know you got some questions. Come on. Hello, ask Lindsay what she thinks FSU's record's going to be. I got them with a good 3 wins, improving from last season. I knew she'd say that. You know why? Because she's a Gators fan now. Big Gator girl over there. They got a little hamster running around at quarterback. All right. Well, it's kind of dying in here, so I'm gonna end this. I appreciate you guys showing out. 9-3. Ask her who the 3 losses are before I get off. She's in the living room. I want to know who them 3 losses are. Honestly, I just want to hear her say Florida. That's all I want, because that little rat is not going to come and play quarterback and beat Florida in the swamp. Yeah, you should. Come on. Even she doesn't believe that. We know where her heart lies now. Like going to the swamp or just in general? Yeah, she needs to sleep outside in a tent, honestly. I mean, honestly, I just like going up there and parking, eating some food, playing some cornhole, like throwing the football around. Just your typical tailgate, getting to the swamp a little early, see the warm ups, see the Gator on the big screen. I love it. Can't wait to see week 1. Get to see Won't Back Down at night again. It hits different at night when everybody's lights are on, and that just hits different. I love it. Oh, and going to Bojangles on the way up to the swamp. Good old Bojangles. Bojangles. Little chicken sandwich. The breakfast chicken sandwich. All right. I'm signing off. How old are you? Oh, how old were you for your first game? I'm trying to think. Because me, Low, my dad, and Uncle Big Shane went up. I was young. The only thing that I fully remember was that we played Marshall, and me and Logan got our faces painted, and then we walked back to our seats, and we were sitting in our seats for maybe 5 minutes, and our faces itched real bad, so they had to take us to the bathroom to wash that junk off. That I do remember, because that junk sucks in Florida. Don't get your faces painted. 5 or 6, there you go. Little jitterbug. All right, y'all. I'm going to sign off here. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching this commitment. I'm glad it went a good way. I told Carrie before, I was like, I hope that he commits on my first stream so that I'm good luck, because if he doesn't, then I was probably never going to go live for a commitment again. Hezzy Kent commits tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to do a video or anything. If they do, I might go live again for it. It should be a quick one. It'll be a quicker live than this one is, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and just kicking it with me and watching old KJ Ford commit to the good guys. So go Gators, and I appreciate you guys.